I am standing in one of the most beautiful lilac gardens, I think, in the world. I'm here at Hulda Klager Lilac Gardens with Ruth. And Ruth, I feel kind of like a hypocrite because it seems like every year I come out here, I say, oh my goodness, the most beautiful blooms I've seen yet. But is it just me, or do they really seem much more huge this year?
Well, one thing about it is they're surprising because they've come so early and so fast, you know. And so, yeah, you end up saying, wow, because here they are.
Well, at least it's not just me then.
No.
So tell us a little bit about, let's talk a little bit about this garden, because the first time we filmed here was about 7-8 years ago. And I recall these being not so big. In this short amount of time, these are 10 to 20 some feet tall.
Yes, some grow taller than others, it's true, but they grow really well, and you know, you need to be aware in your garden that they like lots of room.
Yeah, you can't forget that. So let's say that someone does forget that. Other than transplanting, there is some things that the home gardener can take away from this beautiful garden in the sense of pruning and how to maintain them. So let's talk slightly about what would you do in pruning a lilac.
Well, because they get big and because they do it in a hurry, a lot of times you need to keep an eye on the old stems that start to get moss on them and so on, and you can kind of look at the base and see which ones are the older ones. And what we now recommend is that you choose about 1/3 of them and then cut those old ones clear to the ground and let the newer ones take over.
So not 1/3 of the size and the height, but 1/3 of the actual stems that are in the ground.
Exactly.
And that would just maintain them. And you don't ever recommend, though, just topping them, do you?
No. You know, I guess probably if you top the whole thing down, you wouldn't, but it's much healthier for the lilac if you just take 1/3 of it a year and make it an extreme pruning, make it a 3-year project.
And it'll just rejuvenate itself. Now, what about fertilization?
Fertilizing, any good fertilizer, but the middle number needs to be like twice the outside number because they like alkaline rather than acidic soil. So you stay away from the kind of fertilizer that you use on rhododendrons or roses, and because they like alkaline soil.
Now, for all of you watching, this is the perfect time of year because this is Lilac Days is coming up. So tell us what's happening and what we can look forward to.
Well, we schedule Lilac Days 3 weeks before Mother's Day because it has become a real tradition for a lot of people to come here on Mother's Day. And the house will be open. Nice. It was built in 1889 and it's restored and it's full of so much history. It's amazing. Right. I guess I understand that they have teapots as their theme this year, and so there'll be lots of tea items in there. And then we have a gift shop, and we also are selling plants. Nice. Both the little starts and bigger plants as well.
Well, you know, to me, I have to tell you too, Ruth, that I'm so thankful that there are organizations and groups of people like y'all that take this amazing garden and really you saved it and you've opened it up to thousands, tens of thousands of people to visit this place and get the history of Hulda and look at lilacs. So thank you.
We feel like it's our garden.
Yeah.
And we love to show it to everybody else. So this works out.
Well, this is the perfect time of year to come out and look at lilacs. They're one of those plants where you really need to see the blooms because there's so many slight variances of color, and they're beautiful, and the fragrance will make you buy some, I'm sure. So for more information, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the website. Come out and visit the beautiful lilac gardens during Lilac Days. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Thank you.